the defensive hook kind of made me think about some advice I received a couple years ago from Engen Terzi. I used to spend a lot of time in defensive hook. Like, so many of my matches, I'd either get a guy quick, but more often I'd get him in a hook where I was turned over, or we'd be going, and I'd end up here, and I'd have some great fights, and you know, I'd end up winning or losing, whatever. But I spent a lot of time in defensive hook. Engen Terzi sends me an email, and he's like, Devon, you're doing great, but you need more rotational strength. And I was like, fuck, Engen Terzi, whatever, a-hole. But, you know, I went over it, and he was dead on. He was bang on, okay? I was giving up way too much rotation, and that's the real answer to your question, I think, is not to get stronger in the defensive hook, but avoid getting there in the first place.
And I don't regret. Devon is the best ambassador of our sport, and he is one of the top 10 greatest arm masters of all time in my book. And even today he is one of the best, and I'm happy that I have helped him. We had, like, he has even visited me in 2012, and the video that you just watched is from 12 years ago. He said a couple of years ago, but when I started to share things with him was 2006, as far as I remember, after he lost against Taras Iwakin. And I wrote him, not directly by email, first it started from the Northeast message board, private message, I told him. And then later he realized, you know, and I started, you know, sending him how to train pronator, some videos I showed him, and then also his friend John Mill, you know, he was, when Devon was in army, he was asking me, you know, Devon wanted me to ask this, Devon wanted me to ask that. It's okay, that's because some people think that I'm lying or something, that's why I'm sharing this, not because I'm prideful or something, you know. So I'm happy that it helped Devon. Yes, he was giving so much of his pronator and diving like this. But, you know, pronator is not something that, you know, just because you don't want to give, that, like, your opponent will not be able to control it. There needs to be well trained, you know. Anyway, so, but I mean, Devon doesn't deny this. He never denied, you know. He even once publicly wrote that without me helping him about pronator, he couldn't have found his way to the pulling style that, you know, he is using today, you know. So, I mean, for all those people, those are haters, you know. I just wanted to share, you know. Anyways,